This week, RockMine travels to the UP. Yeah, that's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're going to go to Houghton. We're going to go to Hancock. We're going to hit Marquette and the most northern tip called Copper Harbor. Stay tuned. All right, lo and behold, here we are in Marquette, and we just found Yooptone Music. They got 45s right out here. We're going to go through these, $1 a piece. So we're liking the pricing. They got a mystery bag going there. Thousands more inside. So we're going to go in here and see what the UP and Yooptone Music is all about. Cool. Here we are, Yooptone Music. All right, how's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Detroit Bob, I'm a collector.
Hey, Detroit.
And I got a YouTube page about record stores and 45 RPM records. Do you have any?
45s?
Yeah.
We do. Several thousand.
Okay. Where do I start?
Well, a lot of them aren't even...
Anything on the floor? Yeah.
Yeah, in
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
They're not...
Just random. Okay.
No, they're kind of random, yeah.
How do you guys do your pricing? Is there like a set? Are they all priced, or do I just bring them up and then you...
They're priced.
Okay, cool.
In here, they're priced. I got a lot in the back, but
Okay.
I just...
I like blues and soul and R&B, but are they just all mixed in?
The 45s are,
Okay.
but the other ones aren't.
Okay.
So 45s, we're kind of in the process of reorganizing, but they're just pretty random.
All right. Let me start looking through these. I gotta...
Yeah, you like 45s the best?
Yeah.
You concentrate on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm on YouTube. It's called RockMine. I've got like 700,000 views. So I'll throw a plug in for your shop and this and that.
Wonderful.
And we'll go from there. All right, let me go grab my, I have a little chest harness that holds my camera. So I got...
We have a Discogs site where we have some of the, I could show you some of the 45s that are on Discogs.
Yeah.
That are not on the floor.
Okay.
Just in the back.
Write down,
some
yeah.
of the more valuable ones, you know.
Okay, write down your Discogs link for me. Let me go grab my camera harness. I'll start looking through some 45s. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Let me grab my chest harness.
There's some stuff out there too, Pat.
Okay, cool. I can do this in about 20 minutes. Okay. We've got a lot of ground to cover, but with Caledonia Kev in the wings, I'm pretty convinced we can get in and out of here with a pretty good gem. So here we go, Yooptone Music.
That loving you, babe.
Right off the bat, out of Gary, Indiana, we got VJ Records, Wade Fleming's. A little tear up on the label, but what's the pricing on those? $1 a piece?
$1 singles, 45.
Okay, cool. Kev, keep looking for Beatles, Beach Boys, or anything VJ.
Sounds good.
Or Motown. Again, we're here in Marquette, Michigan, and we're going to start looking through these 45s right now, see if we can find some gems. So here we are, a long way from home, and we're on US 41, which is the major highway cutting through the Upper Peninsula down through Michigan and actually goes through Terre Haute, Indiana. So when you see those little T's in the dead wax of your 45s, yeah, that's Terre Haute on US 41. I'm just picturing some salesman going up and down US 41 from Copper Harbor, Michigan, through Terre Haute all the way down to Miami and stopping at every town with a bunch of brand new 45s hot off the printing press. Is it just a fantasy? Well, yeah, maybe it is. But you got to break the ice. I told the guys I'm a collector. I mean, it might sound a little bit corny, but they need to size you up and you need to size them up. I'm not just a tourist that's going to look around or buy a 150-cent record. So if they take you a little bit more seriously, maybe even have a card printed up. I've got Detroit Bob cards handy. I'm handing them out all the time. It just adds a little authenticity and seriousness to the interaction. And they're probably going to maybe break out the good stuff. So that's what I'm hoping. These are pretty common 45s. I have most of them, but I'm still going to buy some, sort of like Mike does in American Pickers, just to get the wheels loosened up or to grease the skids, as they say. So love this old RCA Victor sleeve, mismatched, of course. But let's say I come out of here with 5 or 10 records. I hope that that happens, and he sees me doing that, and then he breaks out the Discogs box that he mentioned. That's the goal. The owner seems nice. The shop is clean. It's just they haven't had the time or effort to give the 45s the love that they need. But you never know. So never give out hope. Start off, like I said, grease the skids a little bit by buying some of the commons, and just keep talking with the owner and see what happens. So wish me luck, but I'm feeling good about this place.
I have my Discogs ones are up here.
Okay. Yeah.
Those aren't priced because they kind of sit in the back.
All right.
There's some interesting ones in there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You would probably know better than me, Jim.
Well, that's cool. How long you been doing this?
We've been open about 7.5 years.
Cool.
We've been doing records maybe 5 years. We
All right.
didn't start out doing it, but
What were you doing at first?
well, we're an instrument store,
Oh, okay.
but I bought a collection and people kept asking for records.
Yeah.
Now we don't, a third of our store is records.
Yeah, we got a college there, so that helps, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
We got a college here, we got a hospital,
yeah.
capital of the UP, unofficial.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. Yeah, nice setup. I like it. Cozy little store.
Thanks. There's another, John Teichman.
Is that the guy Emporium?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go there at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'll get both of you guys.
John's great. He's a great guy.
Okay, cool.
He'll be really fun to talk to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's like, you're going to roll some footage. Do you mind? He's like, no, just do it.
He'll love it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Awesome. Welcome to the area. Have you been here?
Never been to Marquette. It's first time. We rolled in last night. We went through Munising. We were out touring the Pictured Rocks. It was a little foggy, so they gave us our money back, which is pretty wild.
Wow.
It's a good record right there. It's been a long time. She's from, one of the wives is from Houghton.
Oh, okay.
So we're heading that way.
Yeah.
And that's the whole 9 yards of it. We went out to dinner last night at the place on the corner there. Real good whitefish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was real good. And then I ended up at Remy's.
Today's the Blueberry Fest too. You probably saw that downtown.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One-day festival.
Yeah, that was my buddy who's from here who kept talking about the Blueberry Fest. I'm like, okay. Traverse City, that's where we go normally. Mm-hmm. I'm originally from Livonia, so we had cottage up there.
There's a couple cool record stores in Traverse.
Yeah, RPM I do a lot of episodes from.
Is that the one that's not a downstairs one? That's the bigger one?
That's the bigger one.
That's a great store.
Yeah, it's a great store. The guy that ran it, for years, he ran like a musical stereo shop.
Uh-huh.
I forget what it was called, the music room or something, the sound room or something. And then he went into records about 13 years ago. And he passed and he left the store to his son, and then there's the usual crew that runs it.
Yep.
And so they have a dedicated 45 room.
Yes, I've been in there.
Yeah. And I've been doing letter A through Z, and I'm up. 2 days ago I did an episode. We got through letter L. So, and the British guys are like, "Oh my God, you missed this one!" They're collectors over there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm just, I bought a jukebox, so I started collecting 45s, so I got hooked on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he's hooked on him, believe me.
Yeah. What do you got, Kev?
All right. You probably have a lot of these, and some of them are just memories, but all right, you got a couple Presley, Elvis Presley, Burning Love, Hunka Hunka, Burning Love, Suspicious Minds, which I love that song.
That's a great song.
Yeah, that's a great song. This is what I was thinking for Steve Aldrich's granddaughter's name's Cecilia.
Oh, that's cool.
I should buy it and just give it to him. Baker Street, we were talking about.
Yeah.
I just brought it in for fun.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying you obviously.
No.
But some of these are the older ones, like Bernadine, Pat Boone,
Oh, yeah.
and then Game of Love, Wayne Fontana.
In the Mindbenders.
Yes, yep. And then Goldfinger in the Virgin sleeve, or what do you call it, the birth sleeve?
The birth sleeve, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was sort of cool.
This is sort of
There's
unusual.
a Kind of Hush, Herman's Hermits.
Oh, yeah.
Classics for Stormy. Isn't that the Stormy?
Yeah. I think they
Is that the
evolved.
original?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they evolved into Atlanta Rhythm section.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure on that.
Maybe you're right.
But,
Alone Again, Naturally Murder. Alone
Great
Again,
tune.
Naturally
Gilbert Sullivan,
Yeah.
right?
This is popular. Of course, you got a friend.
Yeah.
And this is the one that was a VJ one. So I
I'll-
don't know if you wanted any of these or
I'll
not.
get the VJ one.
Yeah, okay.
And then the Baker Street.
Okay.
Just
Baker Street's a great song.
yeah. Those are in the dollar bin,
Yeah,
right?
these are
okay.
dollar
So
bin.
set
So-
those aside.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I'll put all these back then.
There may be some local ones in there too.
Yeah. This looks very local. I thought it was Blues Brothers at first.
I don't
Oh, it does
know.
look like-
I don't think that's local. I think well, we listed it, but
Yeah. Are these all listed in
Yeah.
Discogs?
these are.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah.
those,
Where do you
yeah.
want me to set these, Bob?
Set them up front at the front desk where the checkout is. So these are all listed.
Yep.
Okay.
So I can, or one of the guys can check prices on.
Okay.
That. I wouldn't know offhand.
All right.
But there's some interesting. There's a band called the Yoopers.
Yeah, I've got a couple of their
Yeah,
discs.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And you might see one called We Go. I think it's just called We Go Green Bay.
Okay.
It's a local.
Have them check on the price on that one for me while I'm looking.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
You got this card open? Or I can check it. In here. I probably have it open. Which one are you looking at? Tell That I'm Down. Beatles single. It's got the. It seems.
It's got the picture sleeve. That's what caught my eye. I've got copies of it, but I don't have it with the picture sleeve. And then check on this Johnny Winter one too. Yeah.
Beatles one's $25.
25. All right, check on these.
Yeah, I got it open.
There's the Beatles. Back here.
Oh, you got more Beatles?
No,
Oh, you got the
priced
disc?
that one,
Oh, okay, got it.
Help back
Yeah.
there.
45 for the Johnny Winter.
And that must be a rare one.
Yeah, we go off Discogs averages.
Yeah.
You know, the best we can with condition and which pressing it is. So we want to sell them. We don't want to price them out.
This
Price
one's just
ourselves out of the
$5.
market.
For the
King Floyd?
King Floyd's 5. 45 for Johnny
All
Winter,
right.
25 for Beatles.
I like Johnny Winter, but I don't know if I like him 45.
Yeah.
I like the 45, but not at 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may be able to work on the pricing too.
Okay, let me give you a group price. I would do 50 for these 4 records right here.
Let's see.
This one was in the dollar
That's
bin.
already marked down. Yeah. What this one? Was that in the Discogs? Let me look up these two and then.
Yeah, he looked that
see-
he looked that one up. He said that was a $45 record. I don't think it's a $45 record.
You cut out too.
Yeah.
Let me just.
The King Floyd. Yeah.
What Discogs says on those.
Yeah, that's
Floyd
fine.
was $5.
Yeah.
On Discord. There,
Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
And
Goodbye,
then
Bob.
give you some free publicity. I'll feature you in the episode, which will probably air next Friday. You guys can cross promote and clip to my episode on your Facebook.
Yeah.
I usually do one episode at about an hour long, and then I'll get 10 to 16 shorts out of that episode that are really nice. You can make them into reels on your Facebook page. And, you know, everything's shot in 4K. It's edited, you know. So I'm the biggest hype man that there is. Matter of fact, you guys got any stickers or magnets? That always shows up good. I always review the records, then I'll have the gem of the week, and then when I review them, I'll put your sticker in the background.
Sweet.
Start, and then I tag Marquette, I'll tag Northern Michigan University, I'll tag you guys, I'll tag you know.
Yeah.
So you get about a week's worth of free promotion, and then it like anything, it dies off. You know,
Well, yeah.
you know. That's the way the internet works. All right, we're at Yooptone Music, and they're checking some prices on me. They got a Johnny Winter, Beatles, I like it because it's got the picture sleeve and I don't have it. I have it without the picture sleeve. I just like anything on VJ. This is a dollar bin record. It's probably worth 50 cents. And then King Floyd, I already have it. It's probably a $3 to $5 record, but this one's in pretty good shape. We got some.
All right, you made a deal.
All right, cool.
I'll mark that one down.
I appreciate it.
We'll do it.
So we got that one, this one, this one, this one. That was in the dollar bin too. Will you throw that in also? For
Yeah.
50? Okay. All right, let's do it.
You good, man?
All right. Who do I pay?
Me.
All right. And then, like I was telling him, I'll feature you in the episode. I'll pick a gem of the week, so it's going to be between what I buy here and over at your other guy, your
Sure,
competitor.
yeah.
And you guys will get about.
Yeah. We like John a lot. We like working with him.
Yeah.
He's a super cool guy.
I do the episode, and then I make 10 little shorts out of it. So the episode's always the vertical or horizontal format. The shorts, of course, are vertical, and those are good to put on your Facebook page. Hey, Detroit Bob stopped in, and then I'll hype you guys up. I'll show your sticker in the episode. I'll tell everybody about it.
Card?
Yeah, I'll get your card. I'll tell you, it was great having Caledonia Kev in the wings, and he's great at photography. We used to do photo trips to the UP all the time. So he's zeroing in on the macro while I'm doing the deal. He's just getting all these cool little background shots that I was able to weave into this episode. And I could have put dozens more, but that's his little niche. And fortunately, he's got the eye just to add a little color and some of the stuff you don't normally see when you're just zeroed in looking for vinyl records. Going back in, we're going to do the deal now. And
Do you do loyalty program here?
I haven't yet.
Did you want to? Sure. Then it's got your number here.
yeah, whatever you got to do for
Works
your.
good in our system that way.
Yeah, that's cool.
I do got to charge tax though.
That's fine.
53.
Okay, let's do it this
Mm,
way.
back up.
You got the tap thing?
He said his hook was he would just have like his big draw was 45s, not 12-inch records.
Yeah.
And beer, and he would do them both.
I told them at RPM, you guys got to get a liquor license and where people can sit here and drink beer and listen to 45s.
Yeah.
So yeah, look up the Northern Soul is the it's not even a genre, it's just a scene that happened in northern England.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And those 45s go through the roof, and they're not necessarily the hits.
Yeah.
So there's like a Northern Soul top 500 list I've been working, and I'm like, oh, normally that would be a $3 record, but if they happen to play it at the Wigan Casino in 1968, it's now a $300 record because they're so scarce that they bought them all. These DJs are competitive and they buy them up.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks a bunch.
Good doing business. Episode will probably drop either next Friday or the Friday after, usually at noon. I'll tag you guys. I'll look you up on Facebook and all that.
We're on Instagram too. So.
Okay, Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shorts worked real good on Instagram because they're already in the vertical format. And I'll put out the episode on Friday, then usually a short a day, 1 or 2 shorts per day for the next week.
Sweet.
Give you guys some free publicity in return for the great deal. All right, here we go.
You said it was Detroit Bob.
Detroit Bob.
All
right.
See you later, guys.
Yeah, we're working on a name for him. He's Kev, but we just can't find one that has the same ring. Later, guys. Goodbye, Marquette, and back across the bridge, the great Mackinac Bridge to the Lower Peninsula. But what a great trip. I'm going to get home and go through these records. I was in my mind going to spend $50, and we made it work. So I got that nice Beatles picture sleeve, and I'm really curious about that Johnny Winter disc. I don't know if it's a $45 record or not, but it could be. And I'm just can't wait to get back home and do the homework on it and look it up in Discogs. But if you ever get to the UP, check out these guys and just enjoy the scenery, man. There's nothing but water, waterfalls, restaurants, lakes, bridges, lighthouses, and tons of things to see. Detroit Bob here. This is a summary of what we found at our first stop up in the Upper Peninsula. Now, I didn't know about this, but Lansing Lisa had planned a little stop here at Yooptone Music. And I think I looked it up originally, but thinking it was just a music store. But they had vinyl. So sure enough, we stopped. And as you see, I made good friends with the guys inside. Very friendly people in there. Let's go through the records one by one. Now, we were talking about this song. Caledonia Kev and I were talking about Jerry Rafferty in Baker Street. So when we saw this out in the dollar bin, I definitely had my eye on that. So I put that in the stack of stuff. Second of all, Kev immediately recognized the classic VJ label right there. And these were in that dollar bin on the outside that you saw. So Kev came out with about 7 or 8 of them. Those were the 2 that ended up in the final mix. And I'll tell you how that all went down. Now, this is just a placeholder, but Wade Flemons, you got to buy it just for that name. It's ripped to hell. But it's a good plus condition. Now, this is the one that I really liked, and it really caught my eye. So the owner, he brought out the good stuff after I started looking through the generic stuff. And this is one of the ones I saw. And look at this record for a second. I'm going to take it out of the sleeve here. Let's back off a little bit and show you how great a condition it's in. And then I'll show you what caught my eye. The thing about it is, if you look at the name Johnny Winter, you should know that name because he's one of the most enigmatic blues guitarists out there. If not for just his name, but his appearance. You know, he was Edgar Winter's brother, sort of a blues phenom. Now, this is a real early record. I'm not sure exactly when it came out, but I think it was like 64. I'd have to look it up. Let me look it up. Talking about this record, first of all, the label caught my eye. This is what we call a one-color label. So the label's red, the ink, one-color ink, black. It's got this vertical line, definitely looks period. It's a 1964. The style is soul, rhythm, and blues, and the genre is rock, funk, and soul. It's got all the good names going there. How about Gangster of Love by Johnny Watson? Now, if you know that phrase, Steve Miller uses it. Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the Gangster of Love. And his mega hit, help me out. But anyways, so you just wonder if that was picked up from this actual song. Johnny Winter, once again, the brother of Edgar Winter in Edgar Winter's White Trash. Johnny Winter goes on to have a stellar career, plays with Muddy Waters, plays with a lot of different people, and is regarded as a very fine blues guitarist. I think Legally Blind. Eternally on the B-side, written by Johnny Winter. And I don't know how old Johnny Winter is or was. I think he's passed now, but this has to be an early cut. Because Johnny Winter, you know, he wasn't that born in 1944. So if this came out, okay, Texas, Beaumont, Texas, died in 2014, afflicted with albinism, legally blind, and he battled alcoholism and drug use, of course. Seems like every blues guy is plagued by that. But it's got the cutout hole, and there you go. Now, right away, when I brought that up to the front desk, they were looking up pricing on Discogs. They wanted $45. But in my head, I think it was worth $45. The funny thing is this is a label variation. So you're not going to find this in Discogs because this word Frolic right here is larger, and you got to look for stuff like this. The font is larger on Frolic than the two that they have listed, so it's unique. So I think it is worth all. Hang on, we'll get to King Floyd in a minute here. I think it's worth all of 45 bucks and more. But I didn't want to pay 45 bucks. But in my head, I was going to go to 2 stores that day. After Lance and Lisa stopped here at the first store at Yooptone, we were going to go to another one. So I didn't want to spend all my money in one stop. But in my head, I'm like, I'm going to spend 50 bucks. So I did. And I picked up this great Johnny Winter release. Depending on where you know, median value on the one copy is 30 bucks. On the more obscure copy, let's see what it is. Median value on the more obscure, you go up to a little bit more expensive. $34.99. So it wasn't 45. Now that would be high value. High value is 60 on the one, the more obscure one, and 67. That would be like a mint. But this one is unique, so it might be worth 50, 60, 70. It could be $75 record. So I took that and set it aside, and I walked up front with this. And this was a very nice, clean copy of the Beatles' Help, I'm Down. Very good, almost very good plus, but it had the picture sleeve. And last but not least, I found a nice, clean copy of what you saw, the King Floyd Groove Me. Great song. Everybody should know this and be familiar with this song. It's a great soul cut. So what I did is bundle these 4, and these were a couple, you know, I figured the Beatles record in my head, I was probably a $20 record, maybe 25 on a good day. Johnny Winter, let's say he was 45, and then I threw a couple of dollars in there, and I said, would you do 50? And the owner, very nice guy, he came back, he said, yeah, I'll do 50. And then I said, will you throw this one in? It was $1, you know. He did. So there you go. I got it all. Bought it, got out of there. But my gem out of that batch is this one. So I'm just going to cut to the chase. This is my gem of the week. Johnny Winter, Gangster of Love. And I got to believe that's the... you know, Steve Miller reference. I'm dying to listen to the original song by Johnny Watson. If there's a copy of it out there, maybe there is. You know, that would be pretty cool, right? You know, you should see the picture of Johnny Winter back in 1964. He looks like he could be in a, you know, Buddy Holly's band. He's got like dark Roy Orbison glasses, probably because of his eyesight. But he's got jet white hair due to the albinism. So there you go. Gangster of Love. I would rate it very good plus in terms of condition, which was another big thing. This isn't beat to hell. It wasn't played a lot, hardly at all. And I was happy to spend 50 bucks at Yooptone Music. I recommend you go in there. The guys were very friendly. As you can see, they got a lot of cool stuff on their walls. Gangster of Love is definitely the gem of the week. So if you get up to the UP, the Upper Peninsula, check this place out. This has been RockMine. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to do the other shop in town there, another UP shop, and we really struck gold there. So I got a lot more records and a lot more picture sleeves. So that'll be next week. All my episodes drop at noon. You can look up the prices on all these on Discogs. So if you look up Detroit Bob on Discogs, you'll see it right there. All the pricing on these records. And you can find me there, just a basic search, Discogs. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next time.